Hi, it's Lee. We are all facing retirement someday, and the amount you save and where you invest it are the keys to becoming a millionaire. But people come to me all the time and say it's impossible to save money and pay themselves first. They truly believe that they don't have the money. The truth is that they don't know where they're spending their money, or have never thought through whether they should be buying all those little items they buy every day. Now, David Bach coined the term latte factor to describe the value of all the little things that people buy regularly that they really don't need to buy and could get along just fine without. Let's use my friends Jill and Sean as an example. They were over the other night and we were talking about retirement and savings, and I was explaining how paying yourself first was the real key to coming up with money for retirement, and that if they wanted to become automatic millionaires, they needed to set it up so the money was transferred automatically after every payday into the retirement savings account. Of course, the first thing they said was, we don't have that kind of money. So I told them about David's latte factor. I got my whiteboard out and we went through the exercise to see what their latte factor was. Jill volunteered to go first. Jill works as a secretary in a legal office downtown. I asked her, do you buy coffee in the morning? Yes, she stopped at Tim Hortons every morning and bought a large coffee, and a couple of times a week she'd buy a donut to go with it, about $3.50 a day. I asked if they provided the staff at work coffee, and she said they did, but she liked Tim Hortons. And besides, she'd have to make the coffee when she got to work first thing, and there's usually a lot of other little things to do at that time. So what about coffee breaks and lunch, I said. Well, there's a Starbucks across the street, and the girls and I go for a latte and a cookie. That's about $5 in the mornings. At lunch, we go out a couple times a week. Let's say $40 for the week. That's probably another $8 a day. When I asked her if there's anything else, she said on Saturdays I go jogging and stop at Chapters for a break. Usually cost me about $5. With a couple other little money ideas, she considered that the total could easily be $10 a day, or about $300 for the month. And that could be used for retirement investment. And Sean had similar monthly expenses. So if you were to put an additional $10 per day, or $300 a month, at 8% savings interest for 35 years, what would you have in your investment savings when you retired? Well, that works out to something like $692,753. And if both Jill and Sean saved the same amount, that would be $1,385,505. And what if you waited another 5 years and saved it for 40 years? The amount in your retirement account would then be $2,108,569. And what if you took some financial courses and you were smart enough to get the best interest rates on your savings, a couple of percent higher? Wow, you would really go up then. Of course, Jill asked me, are you telling me that my lattes are costing me $2 million? And of course I had to say yes. Now, this is not really about drinking coffee. It's a metaphor. There are so many little things in your life where you waste money. So the question is, could you come up with $300 a month? Would that be a reasonable amount of money to invest in your retirement account so that you could retire an automatic millionaire? Let me ask you a question. Do you want to be rich? It's a trick question, really. The real question is, why? I've got something very special for you. I'm going to give you access to David Bach's Automatic Millionaire webinar. David will be asking 6 questions, and your answer to those questions will tell you whether you're going to be in the 20% who can afford to retire at age 65 or sooner, or in the 80% who will keep working until they can't work anymore. There's no question in my mind that you can be the next automatic millionaire. Go check it out. www.questingwealth.com